I'm up. Leave your bitch ass tied up in the trunk with the duct tape. To the cop I swear by mistake. Put my hands on the wheel when he ride up. Swerved off dust clouds on the sky, bruh. Like right, Jim Crow don't like us. Touch me, no, it's good night, cuz. Ooh. What do I do when I feel like this? What's going on, everybody? This is 10-4 for show. My name is Dre.
My name Corty.
What's happening, Corty?
What's going on? My name Dre.
I've been watching a lot of action movies and shit, nigga.
You look like
Fuck you gotta say now.
You look like you'll play the fuck out some WWE, bro. Make it all the sound effects.
Oh. Maybe back in the day, I would have hopped on.
Back in the day, I would have
on that Here Comes the Pain. You never played that shit, bro? PS2? Real niggas know about that Here Comes the Pain with The Rock on the front cover.
Yeah, nah, you lost me. You lost me, bro.
That's because duck niggas don't know. That's all right, though.
Duck niggas don't know. But if you don't get told, no.
I'm going to start off. What's going on, everybody? This is 10-4 for show. This mic sounds really good.
Yeah.
My name is Dre. We got some stuff going on today.
What's up?
We got a new topic.
What's this topic?
The podcast can't never stop.
Okay.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Okay. Oh, shit.
The topic today is, tell them what the topic is, bro. Let's go.
I ain't going to just do me like that, bro.
Damn, my bad, bro.
I know it is. I got it.
I'm finna say you told me.
I got it.
You must have adjusted something because it sound a little different.
Anyways, the topic of the day is being blindsided.
Okay. Blindsided. You got to break it down for him.
Okay, I ain't talking about driving and somebody on your blind side.
Okay,
I ain't talking about all
not
that. Not that.
Okay.
Blindsided in regards to
you talking about the movie? No, talking about Sandra Bullock. Ain't that her name?
No. Anyways, blindsided. Not blindside, but blindsided. Let's break it down. Have you ever been in a situation?
Okay. Yeah, I've been.
Or experienced something that you was like, you thought if you do this would happen, in a sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Name the situation.
Oh, you want me to name a situation?
Yeah.
Well, I thought I was gonna do something, and I thought something was gonna happen, but it ain't happen that way, so it happened another way.
Yeah. Let me just say what you about to say about this, because being blindsided is multiple angles and ways to look at it.
It could be a lot. It could be a lot. I don't have a situation right now. Like I did some shit.
Situation you have been in or experienced. That's all.
I got pulled over by the police and they let me go.
Oh, okay. You was blindsided about it?
Yeah, them niggas don't play. I thought I would get a ticket or something.
What?
A citation.
Why you got pulled over?
Probably was speed and they be giving you bullshit and ants. You know I pulled you over today, sir.
Right.
But like, nah, man, you ran that stop sign, nigga. It wasn't no stop signs in the past 5 miles. How? Like, next question. You got any drugs in the car? What is you talking about?
Right.
Anyway, you got a situation?
Yeah.
Something happened to you?
Well, all right. So
don't cry. This not the podcast for crying because you sound like I'm just playing, bro. I don't even know what to do. Go ahead.
Okay, I was blindsided by kind of walking into a situation that I didn't even really know about.
Oh,
so
you should have ran.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You walked into it.
One of my coworkers had a not my job now, but one of my coworkers from back in the G had messed around and was trying to talk to 2 people at one time. Right. So I'd have walked in and they snapping on each other and they're like, Corey can vouch for me. I'm like, whoa, wait a second.
Caught you off guard.
I don't even know you like that. For what? for two. I'm not finna get in between that.
They threw you under the bus. That's what it was.
They was trying to say their ass, and I'm like, I wasn't even at work yesterday. What you talking about? Yeah, nah, bro.
Threw you under the bus and ran you over.
Speaking of buses, now you get blindsided about. You said it earlier. You get blindsided about those student loans you was talking about.
Oh yeah. It was a previous podcast we were talking about. The topic was legal scams.
Right.
So something that kind of draw you in and then it switch it up on you and it's not really what you thought it was.
Right.
Like student loans, they crazy.
No, you know what's so crazy about student loans?
Like the whole financial institution that funds colleges and shit. Go ahead.
When you are in that situation, that money be like, ooh, I need that.
Yeah, them disbursements.
I need that. But you do need
it.
And that's why you be, applying for loans and trying to get loans and stuff. But the blind side of it is, having to really pay it back, honestly.
Yeah, man, I've been seeing a lot of articles about them trying to abolish student loans. I done seen a few. They trying to break. No, they've been trying to get bills passed through Congress to cancel a certain amount of student loans. Really? Yeah, because they're like they have predatory strategies to get certain people to apply for student loans in order to them to run that interest up and shit. Like if you're not making payments during school and shit, then that shit gonna run up. Like I don't even know the full details, but I mean that's kind of part of what student loans is about. Like most people is not properly educated on just financial aid in general.
Right.
Like I didn't know. Right. Until like my 4th year in college, that the earlier you apply for FAFSA or whatever it is, the more money you get back and the more free money you get back.
Right.
Like a couple of my years could have been free.
I feel like
I ain't know.
The blindsided for me in regards to I guess loans is people don't explain or go in depth about what the loan really consists of. They show you a certain amount they are willing to give you. Yeah. You sign it off. You sign it like, okay,
and you see how much you're going to get back in your pocket.
Exactly.
And you be like, ooh, right. That shit look good right now.
But they don't never really, you know what I'm saying, go in depth about the whole interest rate thing. And I feel like,
I mean, they provide the documentation, but that's not something that most people are going to read through because it'd be 100 pages of documentation. Ain't nobody finna read all that.
Why make a loan 100 pages long? Especially when you signing it.
Because they're trying to get you. They're going to get the people who not going to read it.
Right.
To get caught into that, the trap pretty much.
Another thing I wanted to touch on was like getting ready to.
Aha! Broham.
So another side of being blindsided. Like, do you ever feel like you ready when it comes to getting into like the real life, the real world, going into adulthood in regards to like, getting a car, getting a house, what else? Even going to college, like we talked about. Do you think you are like blindsided in that sense, or like kind of blinded by what could happen and what you should know and what you don't know? Of course you are, but like, what exactly was you thinking when you
experienced?
Right.
Well, of course. So yeah, I have been blindsided in pretty much all of those aspects.
Right.
Some of them were like a positive experience. Like when I bought my first car, I used my disbursement from my student loan to buy my goddamn car. Gracina sitting outside, riding. Let's go. So that was a pretty cool experience. Like it was a way to actually capitalize on something that I was previously blindsided by. Because really, when you get that, I'm not trying to backtrack, but when you get them student loans, you need to use that disbursement money to pay that shit back.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a pretty positive experience, but I feel like there's always more that you can learn, and everybody has the different experiences. So even your parents trying to get you ready for certain things, there's some aspects that they may not have experienced or been ready for to pass down to you. So something gonna blindside you, and everybody gonna have their own different experience, and some motherfuckers get fucked up.
You just made me think about something.
Some niggas got good luck.
So really, I feel like as parents, you think it's kind of their job to kind of showcase.
Hell yeah.
Wait.
Hell
but your parents haven't always showed you every single thing.
Not everything.
So you can't. Hell yeah, they should have showed me that shit. But then they didn't.
Not everything. Like
that's what I'm saying. So, like you feel like they should have showed you or should have taught you about, where you come from, or what is credit, or how to what are loans. What
I think school should tell you majority of that shit, because you spend for the first 12. Well, that's dumb. I'll say the first 12 years of your life. The first 18 years of your life, over 50% of your time is spent at school.
All right.
So probably, over 50%. Probably more like 70% of your life is spent at school.
Yeah.
Pre-corona, yeah. So that's to be the majority of where you should learn that shit.
Right.
The public school. We done talked about this. The public school system is the motherfucking Blindside.
Right.
They give you all. We talked about it, but they give you all this bullshit that you don't need to know instead of the shit like we need to know about. You don't want this student loan. You might as well go ahead and apply for this FAFSA or go to you know what I'm saying, this scholarship or go to this school because they working better with our curriculum and man, all that bullshit. I talk about school all the time because that's some bullshit. But go ahead.
Right. No. I feel you.
What's funny, bro?
School ain't bullshit, but it is bullshit.
There's some bullshit in schools, like in public school. Half of that shit is bullshit.
Right.
Like
you know it's bullshit. I'm sorry, I gotta steal what you said. But tow trucks, because I had a situation with a tow truck, right?
Yeah.
Why did this man try to say, "Oh, if you give me $100, I'll drop your car right now"? I said, "What?" I said, "How much it cost?" No. He said, "Give me $150 and I'll drop it right now." Because if I take it down to the place, it's gonna be like $150. Yeah. So I was like, that don't even sound right. So I was like, nah, bro, you can take it. You can say, go ahead. I was parked in a little spot I wasn't supposed to be in, and went down there to the place to go get the car. I get up there, they say, "Oh, you owe $100," and I'm like, the dude just was trying to charge me $150.
What they said?
They was like, "Oh, we have nothing against what they do. That ain't got nothing to do with us." Yeah. They know people be doing that.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's a ripoff.
Because that's bullshit.
It is.
I would have been mad. I would have been mad if I paid that shit and then somebody else would have told me, "Oh, it would have only been $100."
Right.
I would have been like, "All right, let me get my car and I'll go pick it up real quick." Right. I'll do some shit like that. I'm gonna gotta slide real quick. I'm gonna go to the bank. I'm gonna make a deposit. I'm gonna make a withdrawal. Like glad.
Hey y'all, we got a special guest today.
We got a special guest today.
That nigga ignorant, bro.
I meant to tell y'all earlier. See who the special guest is. We ready for it?
Yeah.
We got to lean into it.
We ain't got to lean into it. We just get to it. Special guest is Done Deal Devron. We went to school together, high school or whatever, and we're gonna see what he got to say about, you know what I'm saying, about
another
blindside, this, that, and other, whatever you want to get into, whatever you want to get into. And also it's gonna be kind of different. It's also gonna be more like a interview type thing, just to kind of, you know, talk about what he do and kind of, you know what I'm saying, explain what we talk about as well. So with that being said, let's get it going. Oh, snap.
Yo.
Hold up. What's going on, man? Not much. What's up?
You see me clear?
Yeah. We good. We live and direct. You good?
We live. What's happening, man? Thank y'all boys for having me.
What's going on? What's going on?
All right. So look, like we said, today's topic is about being blindsided. We got Done Deal on the phone, and what's up?
I said definitely, man.
I feel you. Let's just start here. Let's let Devron introduce himself. Go ahead, man.
How y'all doing, man? I'm Devron, man. Some of y'all may know me, some of y'all may not, man. I went to school with Corey, Jacksonville, Florida, man. We just came to turn up, man. We ain't gonna be mellow, man. We're gonna turn up, man. We hope to motivate y'all
yes, sir.
You know, inform y'all on some good stuff, man. We just here to have a good time. You know, we gotta, with all the corona going on, man, we gotta do stuff over the phone and all virtual or whatever, you know. So we're gonna make the best of it, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're gonna start off with let the people know what you do, man.
Shit, I mean, I'm a father first, a man of God. I sell cars. I turn up, I have fun, and I motivate, and I try to, you know, just do just that. Motivate, man. Keep people out of the streets, man. You know.
Yes, sir.
That's what I do.
That's what's up.
That boy say he the number one car salesman in Jacksonville.
Number one.
Stop playing, now. Stop playing.
On God.
Stop playing. All right, so we was also talking about being blindsided in regards to certain things that we kind of experienced in life. Have you ever been blindsided on a situation?
A lot of times. I've been blindsided by a lot of stuff, man.
Give an example.
I probably have been blindsided by every damn thing, but I mean, shit. I mean, I don't know. Like you gotta. What in particular?
What you would say? Like, All right,
we was talking about like the school system in general, just like somehow school may have not prepared you for something you expected it to type thing,
Right.
or after you get down to the real world after school, like things that you feel like, dang, I should have learned that shit in school type thing.
Yeah, school didn't teach us. Well, like I said, I sell cars, so when I got in the automotive industry, I learned a lot of stuff that I didn't learn in school. Like school didn't teach us about credit.
Right.
But my sister is a teacher though, so I'm never gonna bash school because a lot of this stuff really should have started at home.
For
You know what I'm saying? So, your parents should have taught you about like credit and equity and better decision making. So yeah, I've been blindsided with stuff, but I ain't got no excuses, and maybe that's just stuff that we should have learned at home.
Right.
For sure.
So what is something you could teach somebody about credit if you had to give them like a quick little breakdown?
If I had to teach people about credit, man, credit is king, queen, however you want to address it here in America, man. So, if you don't have any credit, that's just as bad as having bad credit. In fact, not having no credit is probably worse than bad credit, honestly, because you're like a complete ghost. So what I would encourage people to do is, if you have no credit, get some credit. And a way to get some credit is my personal experience, and I'm only going to speak on what I've either done myself or what I've seen people do. Right. So the very first thing that I did is I got a secured credit card, and a secured credit card, man, you can do the whatever amount you're comfortable with. The more you start off with, the better it's going to look. Right. So, you got some people got different budgets. You can start off with a $200 secured credit card. And a secured credit card is when you put your own money down.
Right.
And then you kind of just, you borrow from yourself. And I did everything in 6-month increments. So basically I handled my secured credit card for 6 months. And then I pretty much... not necessarily closed the card, but it went from being secured to unsecured, because at that point I started borrowing the bank's money, and then I just increased it every 6 months. So I got a $25,000 card with Navy Fed, a $15,000 card with Boston. This is like years later, whatever. It just gradually went up because the whole credit thing is it's about being able to show that you can borrow money and utilize it the right way. So. That's what it's about. And it's basically, if you have no credit, you can't go into a dealership and say, hey, I want to do this. I want to buy this $20,000 car with no money down. Right. But they never seen you borrow any money before. Right. They may start you off small with like a $10,000 car. But if you had a $5,000 credit card for a good amount of time, then, it'll be easier to get that $20,000 car because they'll be willing, more willing to give you a chance. I can talk all day about credit, man. But,
I feel you. Okay. Just to add on to that, and you ain't got to go into depth if you don't want to, but if you had to repair your credit, how would you go about doing that? Because you just kind of started, you talked about for beginners. So how would you repair your credit if you already got a bad credit score?
Man, the way I would repair my credit, and this is not a shot at my people, man, that got credit repair services, but the way Everon repair this credit is I paid the people that I owed. I didn't get nobody to go and take no things off of my credit, because it's 2020, man. These banks are smart. When I sell cars, when I look at people's credit, I can tell when they've had that stuff, being repaired on their credit. So what I would do to answer your question is I would pay the people that I owe, if it's like an outstanding balance. Right. I would call the lender that I owe that money to, and I would settle with them. So if the balance is $1,000, if it's in collections already, then the company already took the L, so now they want to take a less L than they've already taken. So I would settle with them, say, hey, man, of that 1,000, I give you 400, and let's just call it even. It's all sales, bro. Everything is sales. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I did it like 4 years ago or something like that.
All right, right. Not doing. What's up?
Just pay people that you owe.
Right.
For sure.
It was the one post that I seen on your Instagram where it was a young man who came into the dealership, and you were saying how he went up to different other dealerships and other salesmen, and they was trying to just sell him any kind of car, and he was not but 16, 18 or whatever it was. And you kind of looked out for him in regards to like, hey, this, that, and other. What kind of advice did you give him? Just give everybody else a peace of mind.
Well, so he was 17, about to turn 18, so we couldn't do it all. We couldn't do it all by himself, and he was never trying to do it by himself. But the other dealerships, they didn't even they didn't ask the right questions. They didn't give him the right vibe. So, just treat everybody the same, bro, and shit, just have a conversation with somebody, man. Nowadays, people will tell you how you can sell them anything, whether it be a car, whether it be appliances, whether it be electronics, man. If you just have a conversation with somebody, you know what I'm saying, you'll know how to treat them and what they're trying to accomplish. And
sure.
that's just, you gotta have a conversation and vibe up.
I feel it. Another question, totally unrelated, but I heard you said you a father first. I got a little girl on the way, so do you got any advice for myself?
Congrats.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Advice for you, bro, is just do what she say, bro. Just do what she say. I probably got some regrets, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when my kid mother was pregnant, you know what I'm saying, she ain't like that I had brought the game in there, shit like that. So that's a conversation that y'all should have. You know, it's a lot of females that don't trip about it. So it's not a right or wrong thing about it, you know what I'm saying? So just see how she's feeling, you know what I'm saying? See what she cool with. It's boring as hell in there, you know, that hospital. And my kid was not born during coronavirus, so you might have a pass, bro. You might do need to take the game in that bit, or whatever. So just advice, bro. Just listen to your girl, bro, and at least for the first 4 weeks, bro. Do everything like she say, everything she say she need, because you don't know what kind of pain she in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So just do everything she say, bro. Whether you want to do it or not, and let her get her rest.
Right. I've been trying to be on my toes with it, boy. But
stay on
when it be 5 o'clock in the morning, she says she wants some ice cream from Cold Stone. I can't really help it.
That's when you gotta already have ice cream in the fridge.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. You got anything else?
Y'all got names? Y'all got the name already?
Oh, yeah. We can't she ain't want to tell nobody yet.
All right.
Yeah. I can tell you once we get off of this, but she ain't want to tell nobody.
Nah, keep it a secret, shit.
Yes,
y'all
sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, that's all we really got for you, man. We appreciate the insight.
Yes, sir.
Man, I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Yes, sir.
And when y'all get a chance, man, listen to my homeboy Eddie Drippin music, man, on iTunes and everywhere else. Eddie Drippin.
Yes, sir.
And long live my brother Kiva, dog.
For sure.
Saying for you do music too now. Don't sleep on yourself.
Shit, man, I gotta listen. I done lost motivation for that shit, man. I be trying to get back into that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I be trying to get back into that shit, man. That might not be my calling though.
I feel you.
Yeah, you just gotta work with that. The right beat gonna come. Cause I lose motivation real quick, and then the right beat come, and I get it right back, and then the bar is coming. But you just gotta kind of meditate on that when you're trying to figure out the next move.
Definitely.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man, that's all we got for you, man. I appreciate it once again.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank y'all for having me, man. Y'all vibe up, man.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
y'all.
All right.
Take it easy.
So yeah.
Came through with the knowledge.
Right.
Done deal, Devon. He
Real
was
quick.
on it.
Real quick.
He was ready. Yeah, he said some good stuff. I'm actually in the market for getting a credit card, and some of the same stuff he was saying is stuff I had found in my research.
Right.
About the secured credit card. So I was thinking about doing that. But I might just go straight to it because I already got some established credit. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. It was one thing that he kind of pointed out, and it was more like trying to rebuild, because I feel like a lot of us probably opened a credit card before and kind of took it the wrong way, or just started swiping and didn't care, and then kind of was like, hey, hold up, now you got bad credit. But paying back what you owe is definitely a start. I feel like regardless on any situation. You got to get out of debt. That's the only way, how I see it, to rebuild your credit regardless. But other than that, yes, sir.
I feel like just kind of touching back on the credit thing, because that's a big thing that can blindside a lot of people. Like if you're not,
you need credit for everything. He said it
in America,
right.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
It's certain things that you don't even know you can use credit for. It can be more beneficial. Like if the better your credit is, it's certain things you can use your credit for that can help you leverage certain situations financially and otherwise as well.
Right.
But I feel like if you don't know nothing about a credit card and you just hopping into it and you get that $2,000 limit and shit because you've been working for a few years, and you, like you said, you start swiping and you don't know like the proper percentage or how much you should be spending based on your limit.
Read that fine print. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, exactly. Read the fine print. You know your interest rate. You know how much get carried over each month type thing.
Right. Don't never take on too much than you can handle. Also.
Oh, for sure.
Because he even made that point. He was like, "Hey, yeah, I used a secured credit card, but I was using a certain amount, and then I went up to another amount.
Yeah,
then, like
and
he kept going.
I mean, it's your own money,
Right.
so I don't think it comes with like interest rate or you borrowing from yourself, like you said. So whatever limit you have is because that's how much money you put up front. So you can't default or have any late payments to your damn self.
Right.
It's a way to kind of learn it's a way to ease into the idea of or the practice of credit.
Right.
Type shit. But we don't got to talk about credit. That's a whole, I guess that's kind of it was going to be the podcast.
It is the podcast.
It is the podcast. You don't want to get blindsided by that. But
yeah. Definitely.
I'm doing more research on the credit right now because I'm trying to. I had at one point my credit was down and I just let it ride out and then slowly started coming back up. I paid what I owe. I paid what I paid. I got what I got. You did what I'm saying? No, just play. Not for real, man. I had bought. I ain't even finna go in the whole detail. I ain't trying to spill no tea for the motherfuckers, man, dog. Anyway, I had bought a little something, little purchase, little jewelry on the credit card.
That was the wrong move.
Wrong move,
really?
Because I didn't know that my dumb ass. I didn't know I had to make these payments monthly. I thought I had to pay it off by 6 months or some shit.
Oh, like you just thought.
So at 6 months, I'm like, oh, I'm finna pay it off, and then they're like, oh, well, you got 3 late payments, and I'm like, oh shit, my credit had dropped like a motherfucker, boy. Yeah, man.
That's the blindsided shit, man.
I had to pay that thing off, close the account. When you close the accounts, credit drops some more.
Right.
You can't do shit else. Let that shit ride out. Pay your rent because rent affects your credit in some way, shape, or form a little bit.
Also, as if your parent, excuse me, moments I keep going on. Anyways, if your parents did not teach you about credit, equity, being loans, being a homeowner, going to get a car, buying a car, whatever.
Yep.
Don't blame your parents for that.
Not at all.
What you need to do is make yourself aware so you can pass it down to the next generation.
Yeah.
Whether that's your personal child, whether that's another child that, a relative, your niece, your nephew, your whatever, your cousins.
Exactly.
Just be able to pass that information down to them to help them out.
Build the knowledge and the wealth, the mental wealth in the community and stuff like.
Because the way to get out of the situation that we are in regards to having this major setback, I think we need to just be knowledgeable and have knowledge of, just these legal systems that technically
can potentially blindside you.
Can blindside you. And these systems can be beat. That's the thing that a lot of people don't talk about.
Or used to your advantage. In a
or
better way to think
used to your advantage. So with that being said, I feel like we just got to pass the information down, learn, grow, and we can be on to something, man. We ain't all got to be broke.
Yeah, exactly.
We ain't all got to be.
That's,